Philip Ellsmore used to.
Okay.
Who was it? You said did the Thames thing?
No, there was an announcer called Philip Ellsmore, a very clean-cut guy who used to tell you, next on Thames Television, the Tomorrow People. Remember Philip Ellsmore?
Yes.
Were they in Vision announcers in those days?
Absolutely.
With the little pot of flowers behind them.
Link men, as they were called, I think.
Yes, I always remember visiting Southern Television and the producer telling me that he said it's a terrible job, it drives you to sodomy and drink.
No, that was one of the people who worked on the show.
Great!
Now, at least these recaps aren't as long as the previous recaps.
Yeah. But this is only a four-parter, you see.
I
trying
see.
to stretch out.
That's very true.
I've waited a long time.
I couldn't get through on that damn
No,
telephone.
no one's got 10p on them, have they?
Oh, this is good. You're right, this was a good effect, this, wasn't it?
I think that's a more interesting hyperspace than that. Even that's lovely, that. Beautiful.
So we've yet to find out who goes
into the cage.
Into the bunko booth.
Is that the moral maze, do you think, that those photographs are in the middle of?
Very influenced by Doctor Who, don't you feel?
I think,
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's totally original.
No, we never used to think that we were.
No. All these things had innocent connotations in those days. I mean, the
We
opening
never
shot
used
of
to
a, the
think
opening
we
shot
were,
of a
we
fist
were
would
up
have no
against
connotation.
Doctor Who at all.
Didn't you ever watch it?
Doctor what?
No, we couldn't watch it because we were filming most of the time, weren't we? At least I think so. I can't remember. But I certainly saw very little of it when it was first run.
I love Doctor Who.
Oh,
Still do, actually.
Just going for a spin.
Yes.
Oh, did he miss?
I have to be honest, I wasn't a great fan of Doctor Who. Tomorrow People was so much better.
Is that John
Being limp,
stunned and limp?
I think
Yes,
so.
it's the two of them.
Flaccid, I think is the phrase.
Now,
he's
yes,
gonna
this
have
is the
another
moment
go.
of truth. We both don't go in.
Space disintegrator cannon.
Hey, the war started. Maybe we're going to be rescued.
No, that was the spaceship's gun. There's no one shooting back. There's no one who could.
Yes, there is. There's John, Stephen and Kenny.
But they wouldn't shoot at the ship, Ginge. not
Anyway,
with us
Kenny would be in the
inside it.
lab.
Anyway, they've only got the stun guns. They wouldn't attack that way.
Whoever it was they were shooting at, I hope it wasn't your friends.
Get your ear cut.
I've heard a lot of stories from people who worked on Doctor Who where there's always this rush to finish the shooting in the studio before the plugs are pulled, otherwise you're into overtime. Again, back to this whole union thing. Was that the same sort of atmosphere?
Well,
you were-
BBC,
Oh, absolutely.
BBC was slightly better actually, because the BBC would record on into the evening. Thames never went beyond 7 o'clock.
Now, here's your line.
They're dead.
There you go. I think they're dead, Tim.
Ginge,
You missed your
do you think
moment
they
then,
were
Nick.
firing at John and the others?
Oh, I shouldn't think so.
Well, you can play it back on the DVD.
Yeah,
So
they,
did you ever sort of not
Peter
finish?
Peters, one of
Oh,
us. I mean, a
endlessly.
tomorrow person and no one's
I reckon out of
rescued him.
70 episodes, 50 weren't finished on time.
But of course, the strike was right in the middle of it, wasn't it, Nick? Or
Well, there
towards
was-
the end of it?
Yeah, but I mean, quite apart from the strike, due to general incompetence and general bolshiness from everybody,
Robosky
not the actors.
intercepted
Yes, it was pretty terrible, really.
They were
Here we
ne- they
go.
were-
Blame the technicians.
They were never finished on time.
And it was true. 7:30.
I'm on my
The
own.
the working lights came on, and that was bang on 7:30. They never. They get an extra 4-hour call, and,
Are you preparing to leave?
which is fair enough. I mean, you know.
But actually, it made us all a great deal of money because there was endless reshoots.
Don't be a fool, Robosky. Jedekiah's not going to take you with him. He's going to ditch you.
Yeah, we know all about you,
And I
mate.
think I've made this comment before. You see my sideburns going up and down like a yo-yo because some of the pickup shots are done 6 months later.
Really, that much later?
Who's he picking up? Is that me? Oh, it is me.
Yes, I think it was quite butch of him to
It was,
carry
isn't
on.
it? Yeah.
I think you were giving him a bit of help there, weren't you?
The brain begins to deteriorate after only a few minutes without oxygen.
Who's that? You and me?
Yes, it's me and you. So what's must be going into the cage must be Robosky.
Ah, I think you're onto it.
I think it could be Robosky.
Warming up the equipment, eh?
Yes,
Where to?
the past.
Good. Ah, thought for a minute. Looked as if you were going without me.
I am.
Now look here, this has gone on far enough.
There's no
You
honour
seem to
amongst
forget that
thieves.
you're only a
Yeah.
robot.
Silence, you're wasting my time. Give me the crown jewels and go and play with your prisoners. You can pretend to be a judge and hang them or something.
They're my crown jewels. What do you want with them?
They'll be useful to me where I'm going. Trinkets like that can have a practical use in the right time and place.
What practical use, I wonder? What does he
Oh
just...
dear
What has
me,
he
he's
done?
ruined his lava lamp.
She just wants to wear the crown and look like a queen.
He doesn't seem to have much of an aversion to looking ridiculous. So.
Roger's going to be a soundproof booth in a minute.
Talking to range. He's going to kill us all.
Oh, surprise, surprise. What else is new?
Grabowski, I just thought that
Why's this bloke got a Polish name, I wonder?
you might like to know that I am conserving power by
Robotski.
life support system.
Ooh.
You can't do that. You'll kill us all. And you yourself.
I think not. You forget, my dear
I'm a
Grabowski,
robot.
that neither I nor your faithful android need such wasteful luxuries as food, warmth, and air.
I should have left you to drift in space.
It's not quite so well lit, was it?
Still sufficient air to maintain 4 air-breathing humans.
Where is he supposed to be, the guy with the beard now? Is he on the video screen or something?
Yeah, he's on the wall, that's why it's all that weird.
It's completely off the wall performance, is it?
Haha.
And the portal capsule isn't working
Missed the
either.
train again.
You're right, you know. Very
That one.
clever, very clever.
What?
He's going in the cage.
He is, isn't he?
But there's no out from there.
He's coming back.
Well, I suppose we were all there, so we just
gonna
didn't
say.
take it blind as a bit of notice of what was going on without our scenes.
I'll soon put a stop to that.
It's taking a long time, this, isn't it?
Yeah, we are dead.
He's using the...
We're sort of dead.
Kenny, are you all right?
We haven't got hair lice.
Yes,
Kenny,
I
It's
didn't realise.
unfortunate.
Please.
Where's that? Oh, we're touching fingers, Nick.
Yeah. Head to head there. Tete-a-tete, as they say in France.
What have you got to gain for yourself?
He's using the axe that was used to chop off...
Get out of here without our
Anne
help.
Boleyn's
I was going to
head.
say Anne Boleyn, but didn't she have a French executioner who did it with a sword? One of them, anyway. Mary Queen of Scots, then.
What do you think?
Don't be a fool, Ginge.
It does sound like metal.
It is metal, isn't it? I thought it would be wood.
You if we're dead.
Mind you, I think the axe is wood.
Already, Jedediah shot them. Their bodies have been atomized.
Tense, nervous,
I
headache.
think.
Who tried?
Go
I
on,
better
I'll
not mention
give
any
them-
products here.
They've had a night out on the town in
Let's
hyperspace.
Ask for a Bloody Mary, please, Tim.
What happened? What worked?
John and Stephen,
Night out on the
you
heat-proof
have been
tiles.
technically dead.
Dead?
What did Jim say?
You
Yeah, I
died,
think they did,
Stephen.
You died.
Died. In hyperspace.
Not for the first time, I suspect.
But if we died, how did you revive us?
I used the reanimation technique, but you...
Oh, the animation style.
Don't be cruel to him. He saved our lives.
You all have to stay
not
here
real.
until you've recovered. You have no strength
I
to
don't think he
stay
was ever animated in the first place. How
Right.
he could reanimate something.
outside. Never mind into hyperspace.
Any chance of talking to Carol?
I am constantly on the
Oh,
alert.
you're in a bad way.
Yeah,
Alka-Seltzer.
yeah, I need it.
Well, I've avoided mentioning products. I was going to say.
Comfortable as you
Never
can.
mind what I was going to say.
Maybe we can get some sponsorship. Resolve.
Resolve, yes, that's the one. That's what I need there.
Useless. Let me.
It's a hatchet job.
The air's getting thin. Look, we're running out of time. Don't panic.
It's nearly the end of the last episode.
Don't use all the oxygen up, you loony.
It's a line out of Deb's Army, isn't it? Don't panic, don't panic.
Well, that explains it, doesn't it?
Where are the keys to the cages?
The android has them.
Keys? Cages? Well, he's your android, isn't he? Tell him to go and fetch him.
Yes, so he is.
Silly me.
Cobbin, bring the Magna Key to the menagerie. At once. At once, do you hear?
Remember your orders.
Oh, really?
All keyed up and ready to go.
Just hold that
Eyebrow.
smile for a while.
Well, this is we're going to get a bit nasty, is it?
Well, there's something coming out of his
I
belly
was just
button
about
now.
to say he's got something in his navel. It's a forerunner of the body,
You're not
body
looking.
piercing.
I'm looking at the content in this program, not his nipples.
What does he like to naval encounter?
No, not that one, you stupid android. That one's empty.
Ah, there we
Not
go.
anymore, it isn't.
Not anymore.
So, is money changing hands here?
Open this cage! Open this cage, you hear?
Coffin obeyed Jedediah.
Yours.
Yeah, yours. Look once, look twice.
Then they decided it was dangerous, didn't they, to look left first.
Yes, that's right.
So the
Look
whole
left first,
campaign-
get hit
whole
by the car.
campaign had to be abandoned.
This is the Green Cross man you're talking about.
This is the green very cross man when some car hit up and hit him. What would I wear at night or under my AE suit? I've got my long johns on. Very appropriate.
Tim, how long before we can jaunt back into hyperspace?
At least 3
I remember wearing that outfit.
No, I don't remember you wearing that. I think I'm wearing the same one as well, isn't he?
You are, yes.
So you're wearing long PVC and I'm wearing long johns.
Stop that singing.
Leave her alone. She's not doing any harm.
She's using up air.
No more she isn't. Fact of the matter is, you're using up twice as much as she is. You're twice her size.
This is my spaceship. I'll use as much air as I like.
Leave him alone, Ginge. You're only using up oxygen.
Can't be much
How
longer.
many more times can
Yes,
you
I
say
know.
that
That's
line?
right, yes, I will.
How many more ways can I put this?
Yeah.
H2O.
Use up all your energy now and you will have none for later.
Why don't you give us some filler, Sam? That used to fortify the under 40.
Stephen, do go and rest. We can't do anything for the moment.
Why are we so knackered?
Because
You
you
just died. I mean, dying's a hard thing. I've been working on it for years.
Did it on stage a
Still
few
keep
times.
waking up. Yeah.
It's on again. He's turned on the life support system.
He's come to save me. I knew he would. I knew you wouldn't let me down, Jedediah.
Well, why haven't we died then? You gone soft or something?
Jedediah, what about me? I am your friend. I rescued you from space. Let me come with you. I'll do anything for you, anything.
Yeah, we'd rather have a pretty boy.
Nice to have friends in high places, eh, Rabowski?
Jedediah will come to his senses soon.
Nice to have high friends in places.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Do hope Peter isn't letting himself.
Did we decide where Lefty was throughout all this?
No, Lefty's gone on holiday, by the looks of it.
Was he in this episode at all earlier on?
No.
I don't think he came back, did he?
Yes, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
He was probably doing.
He
one
comes
of
back
his-
to Clacton.
one of
Yeah, that's
his-
right.
Oh
So
yes,
just-
that's right.
Just not in this story, then.
If you repair it,
Look, if you notice, there's been no outside location shot. Oh, there has. I shall lie with the underground.
But not much.
But not much, no. It was all obviously shot in one day.
And the picture postcards shots.
But that was all studio stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You've broken your promise before. How do I know you
You're
won't
quite right
this
now I think
time?
about it. They were picture postcards, weren't
Mm.
they?
you can either
On a
trust me and
stand.
do as I ask.
Were you given all 4 or 5 scripts for each story in one go, or did you just get them an episode at a time?
I remember getting an episode at a time that I remember of.
But that was as much as he could read in one go.
Yeah, a page at a time would have been handy, I think.
We'd never have them ready
They
to
invented
give us any more than one, I don't think.
So a lot of the time you were acting without knowing what was going to happen.
Whether we'd read it or not, yes.
That's very true. Well, yes.
The last time I left you without a silencer,
Then somebody discovered dyslexia, and Peter thought, wow, that's a good word.
What's that?
Dyslexia.
Dyslexia.
To describe your condition. I can't
No,
be
I
naffed
was
to
just
read-
lazy. I wasn't
was going to say,
dyslexic.
I can't be naffed to learn the scripts. There's a medical term for it now.
I couldn't be asked.
Not what I heard.
Funny thing was, when I read a script once, I thought, oh, that's how they do it.
Comes in. I'll order him to let me out.
Well, makes sense now.
Well, how's
You always hear this sort of stuff about child stars, you know, really going downhill. Did that happen to you then?
What, with me?
Yeah, did you get outrageous and have too much money for your own good? And
No, I
buy
didn't have too much
drinks?
money. I did get involved in situations which maybe I shouldn't have done.
What you mean, like spending it all on drugs and dissolute living? And
maybe something
and that
similar
sort
to
of
that.
thing.
It wasn't
With-
actually my money.
with oth- with
It
other-
was
with
Mark
other-
Lester's money.
with other well-known actors. Is that the sort of thing you meant, Nick?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
I don't think that ever happened, did it, Peter?
No, never did. No, I just got bitter and twisted and started boozing actually.
But that was before the series.
Bursting
wasn't it?
into tears outside Thames Television. No, I went on to do record contracts after that, didn't I? But I couldn't sing either.
I think you went on to do something.
I was doing all sorts of record deals and things.
In fact, I know you had to go at my record career. Yours was a great deal of money was spent on George Martin to produce a
I know.
record with Peter Vaughan Clark in it.
Yes.
So desperate was Peter's backer, I use the term loosely, Peter's backer to make sure he was a superstar, that he spent £25,000
No.
and used George Martin to record Peter
Yeah.
in a desperate effort to
right up the
create,
middle.
what was it, Sing Something Simple, wasn't it? What was it you sang?
No, I sung. I did 4 tracks, switchback,
We must stop him before he uses the
one
time.
Bay City Roller
What
song.
damage he could do in the
I did about 10 tracks in the end.
That's it, yeah,
Something
10
like that. Yeah.
I fixed the timepiece.
And they didn't even make the 10 worst songs on a compilation?
Never released.
No.
They never released one of them.
Yeah, I thought you lot
But I
were
did
supposed
actually
to
give
kill
Michael
me.
Jackson, this is a name drop, one of my tapes, because I met him once. He was a friend of Mark Lester's. He was a friend of mine, so I met Michael Jackson. We all went out for dinner.
Good Lord, he was black then, wasn't
He was black. He was, he was just a pretty little black.
Let's go.
pop singer, but he wasn't a legend then. He was just releasing off the wall, I think.
Look, are you going to release me?
Well, that was before he had that awful illness that turned him white.
he was an oddbod. The whole family were odd. I met the whole lot once.
Allegedly, they were.
Allegedly, yes, of course. Allegedly, they were. No, sorry, they were odd.
I hear that he collects Tomorrow People DVDs.
Yeah, well, he still wouldn't. He kept calling me Paul.
Hello, Paul. That's why Nick called you Paul earlier on.
I am, in fact,
you're Michael.
As he pulls the mask off, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
As we said, he is white now.
But those are the things you do when you get into the music biz.
Yeah.
So could you sing?
No, not a note. I mean, it wasn't that bad.
He moved beautifully, because I saw several of your efforts, Peter. And it was all Mick Jagger, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Was it?
Mick Jagger was the person that he modelled all his movements on it. He was very good at it. Very good.
It was rubbish. I could sing like a strangled cat.
No, it wasn't bad.
In the recording studios at Decca, I used to watch the producer get up and go out and make a phone call, and the engineer would get up and make a phone call, and the tape op would walk out, and you'd be left with an empty studio singing away. And you think, well, obviously I'm rubbish.
Talking of which, let's get back to the Tomorrow People.
Yeah, sorry. Well, you brought it up.
It's getting hotter.
Look, they've escaped.
An inspection hatch.
Ah.
If someone could slip through there, he might be able to get into the ship's circulation system.
He?
I could.
Of course you could. You're slim enough.
Too risky, kid. You'd never make it.
There's nothing off you.
Other end.
No, Peter, I'll go.
He looks like he should have had a singing career, since he looks a bit like the guy from The Suite.
Yes, or the...
He comes back actually quite a few times in the
Shaker,
Tomorrow People.
you know, what's Mills' boy?
Mills?
Cooler Shaker.
Haley Mills?
Who's that?
John Mills?
Yeah, John Mills' grandson.
Oh, right.
Haley Mills' son.
Oh, really? Who's he in? What group?
He was the front man on that pop
Are you saying he looks a bit like that?
Yeah, he looks very like this boy. Or this boy looks a bit like him.
Who does this look like?
What are those awful zip-up...
Yes, there's a sleeping bag.
Yeah. Sleeping bags, you know, that you could get it.
From Millets.
Yes, for about...
There's another advert.
Well, I think they're closed down now, as you say.
$8.95 or something like that. There were hundreds of them all over the...
Have Millets really closed down?
I believe so, yes. People used to make comments
or
about...
what was the other one?
Your tailor was Miles.
The army surplus stores, what were they called?
The army surplus stores.
Where you could get a lot of that sort of stuff comparatively cheaply.
Now, this is staple science fiction stuff, isn't it? Crawling through the
wiring,
workings,
yeah.
Yes.
Crawling through the suspended ceiling.
I mean, that's quite well done, then. Isn't it?
It's very well wired.
I didn't mean to sound quite so surprised. That's a nice little thing.
Crawling down a shaft.
Building up the tension towards the
It's interesting
shattering climax.
That the colours, it does reflect the time it was filmed, doesn't it? I mean, the very 70s mix of colours, all that.
Yeah. It's the kind of thing you'd see in Top of the Pops and Lift Off, which was the ITV.
Oh,
sort
yes.
of kids.
Lift Off with Aisha or Aisha.
Was that one of your... That was round about this time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I don't know, it was on Wednesdays. Lift Off with Aisha Bruff. I think
Yes,
it
well,
was.
what about other programmes being made round about that time that, you know, were being made in the same studios? Did you encounter many?
Oh, yeah.
What sort of programmes?
Yes, what was his name?
Mother makes 3, then Mother makes 5.
Ate somebody's hamster. What?
Freddie Starr.
Freddie Starr started there.
They were making
Yes.
Edward and Mrs. Simpson, weren't they, when we were there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Benny Hill was doing his shows
Benny
every
Hill
week.
a lot.
We often
Benny
used
Hill.
to see the King at the bar, do you remember?
The King.
Opportunity
the bar,
Knocks.
I don't mean Elvis.
Tommy Cooper.
Yes, just like that.
Yes, he was there a lot.
Sid James.
And
Bless
indeed,
this house, that was.
and
wasn't it?
indeed, we met Pertwee there once. I don't know what he was doing.
Who done it? Do you think?
Yes, I think it was
He
Who
used
Done
to
It.
do a quiz show,
Yeah,
didn't
I think it was Who Done It.
Yes, he was dressed as Doctor Who, wasn't he? I remember.
I think
And then,
he
of
always
course, Benny
dressed
Hill
like
and
that.
Sid Jones.
Floating around.
When you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
But there were dozens of people that, you know.
John Pertwee did actually pose for a photo with you.
Yes, he
all,
did.
Didn't he? What was all that about?
Just that, he was in the studios doing something else, and I think they thought it would be a good idea to have Doctor Who posing with the Tomorrow People. I think they thought it might do his programme some good.
Yes. Raise the
ratings.
Doctor Who profile, yeah.
Come on in, do.
Come on in.
If you kill them, I'll never help you.
Ravosky,
I've come to help you. I swear I've come to help
Stunning performance, isn't it?
take charge of that sword and keep them covered.
Keep them covered
Never
with a sword.
sunshine their spots to their
That
about.
lovely piece of music. Do 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 do.
Now then, we'll take another look at the time key. Now then,
I
Peter,
thought they blew the time
set
key
the
up.
time key
Yes.
for England in the 8th century.
Take another look at the fibre optics thing.
I sense the climax
There's
heading
nothing
our
wrong
way.
with this apparatus.
Really?
And set the coordinates. And
Why
Peter,
does he want to look
remember,
at England in the 8th
wherever I
century?
go, you
Is that what he said?
No, he's not the Dark Prince, is he? He's not Vlad the Impaler or anything weird.
but you are not
8th century, I don't know who that would have been.
just the boy.
They're my crown jewels.
Oh,
That was a good sound effect. Who did that? Was that
but it
you?
was going in the wrong direction.
How can it kill a robot?
It's caused him
Short circuit.
difficulty.
Yeah, it's
Short
just sort of-
circuit.
It'll change again.
Short circuit.
That's what that robot's done for. Peter's going to operate the time key for me.
Not quite done for you, see?
Malfunctioning!
I told you malfunctioning was going to come in.
There's a swag bag there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Now, this is it, you see. Look where they've gone.
Carol, this is Tim.
Well, how did she manage to get that off his head?
He's gone. Yeah, just
Quick. Oh, hello. I didn't know we had that many beds in the lab.
Well, we were pretty useless, weren't we? In this? Pretty superfluous to requirements.
I think
We
we used to
were,
do it
yes.
so they killed you.
We're both sick.
Yes.
We'll be back soon.
Oh, yes.
Gone, they
That's why me and you, Nick, don't have any recollection, and Phil.
That's quite
That's what was going on in this episode.
And this lot on the ship were the day after tomorrow people, weren't they?
Yeah.
This is where Jedediah
The
went.
planet Mercury. That's where Ravosky and Jedediah went.
Is that Mercury? That's the sun, isn't it?
It's Mercury. It's
It's
actually
a volcano.
Funnily enough, that very shot turns up in the next story as a volcano, but not Mercury.
care about them.
It's not the crown jewels we care about, Ginge.
Well, I wonder how they could have made a slip up like that.
I've killed him.
Oh, come off it, kid. You don't want to worry about him.
You don't understand, Ginge.
Yeah, I'm beginning to get used to that.
It's all right.
It's science fiction.
It's science fiction, yeah.
Can't be sure, kid. He may still be alive. You never know.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about the robot, does he? Because he's not a real person.
They may still be alive.
Oh, man.
Yes.
We could bring them back in
When I
an
get back to
audio
my own time, I'll
adventure.
send someone to clear a Ravosky ship out of hyperspace. Then you won't see any monsters there, Stephen. Right.
A little slow on your cue
We've
there, I
never
think.
met. I don't know. Have I met him? I haven't met him.
Bye, Ginge.
Oh, so you were doing kind of right, but
Right.
I don't know who you are.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to know your name, pal.
And then one day, perhaps I
He's
may
not
meet
actually
you.
there, is he?
No, he's not. He's...
Hope to see you in future.
We'll look forward to that. If forward is the right word. All this time travel gets a bit confusing.
Oh, God. I just remembered. 500 years in the future, and I never even found out the winner of next year's derby.
Yeah.
Oh,
At least we're not laughing.
Yes, exactly. At least we were lobbing things.
So that story, marks out of 10. What do you say?
As a story, fine.
Fine.
Again, let down occasionally by poor special effects and not terribly good acting.
I didn't personally enjoy it that much.
No, I didn't either, frankly.
I don't think you should be so hard on yourself, Nick.
7.5, I would the most.
I'd go for 6.
I think
I'd
we
give
all
it a
feel
6.
it's,
6.
It was a
Okay.
crock.
It just didn't have enough things going on. We needed more people and action.
Yes, more action.
I think more of me, really. And
Yes, more of
you.
me.
More push.
Thank you all. It's been a delight.